Fluoride. Dentists say that drinking it can protect your teeth against cavities. Cities and towns all across the world actually dump it into the water supply, hoping to indiscriminately medicate the population through their tap water faucets. The official story on fluoride sounds wonderful. Drink the stuff and you won't get cavities, we're told. It's a nice story. But there's another side to this story, a side you're never told. And it starts with the astonishing but verifiable fact that nearly all the fluoride dripped into municipal water supplies isn't naturally occurring fluoride at all. In fact, it's actually a combination of hexafluorosilicic acid and sodium silicofluoride. These two chemicals are considered highly toxic by the EPA. They're actually classified as hazardous waste, and when packaged for transportation, they must be labeled as poison and handled by workers wearing industrial safety gear. So, what are hexafluorosilicic acid and sodium silicofluoride, and where do they come from? That's the part of this story that you probably won't believe. That is, not until you check it out for yourself. Because the more you look into the mythology of fluoride, the more bizarre this story becomes. And this bizarre story begins at phosphate mining companies. Phosphate is an important mineral used in fertilizers. It's mined from natural rock deposits scattered across the world, and the phosphate rock is then refined to produce phosphoric acid. If that name sounds familiar, that's because it's one of the main ingredients in carbonated sodas, such as Coke and Pepsi. Phosphoric acid is often compared to battery acid. It's a highly acidic liquid that is believed to be the primary reason why drinking sodas can result in kidney stones and a loss of bone mineral density. Phosphate rock is also used to create fertilizers. The problem is phosphate is often contaminated with high levels of fluoride, as much as 40,000 parts per million, or up to 4% of the raw ore. To remove the fluoride, sulfuric acid is added to a wet slurry of phosphate and water. This causes the fluoride to vaporize, creating highly toxic gaseous compounds such as hydrogen fluoride and silicon tetrafluoride. These toxic fluoride chemicals used to be released directly from the smokestacks of phosphate mining operations, but the nearby farms suffered devastating losses of cattle and food crops, which withered away and died due to, guess what? Fluoride poisoning. In order to stop this environmental destruction, the phosphate mining industry put in place a way to capture the toxic fluoride chemical vapors so that they wouldn't be released into the air and kill the surrounding livestock and vegetation. This was accomplished by installing wet scrubbers that captured the toxic fluoride chemicals, preventing them from being released into the environment and killing the plant and animal life living nearby. It is from these wet scrubbers that toxic fluoride chemicals are now harvested. They're collected, repackaged, shipped to your local city, and then dumped into the municipal water supply. So instead of these toxic fluoride chemicals being released by the phosphate mining smokestacks, they are instead captured and then released into the water supply of large cities, where the chemicals then contaminate the water of millions of people at a time. This is called water fluoridation. When dentists and doctors say they support fluoride in the water supply, what they're really saying is that they support the mass poisoning of the population with a highly toxic hazardous waste product that, if it weren't dripped into the water supply, it would have to be disposed of as a highly toxic hazardous waste under strict EPA regulations.
Until now, the world we've known has been a world divided.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Even the New World Order cannot guarantee an era of perpetual peace. Now we can see a new world coming into view. A world in which there is the very real prospect of a new world order.
Transmissions will resume. Now try to push drugs to keep us all down and hope that we will never see the truth around. Another promise, another scene, a package like to keep us trapped in greed. A green belts wrapped around our minds, and endless red tape to keep the truth.
An announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment.
And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
is 1776. Tyranny is enveloping the globe, and the United States is a shining jewel the globalists want to bring down, and they will use terrorism as the pretext to get it done. So that's coming up in the second half of the show. Very important information. I'm going to put the call out that you call the White House and tell them, look, we've seen the news stories that you've wanted to blow things up, that you have blown things up, and that you're saying that 4 million of us are going to die and we need martial law and the Associated Press. At one of your little drills you had, and that we're aware of who the terrorists are if you pull this. This can stop this Hitlerian Reichstag event.
It flowed down the river Nile. People who are helpless, we try to show them love and to show them civilization, because civilization didn't flow up the river Nile.
Love is my life, so I give thanks. Love is my guide, so I give thanks. Highly, highly, adore King. Highly, highly, adore King. I sing thanks and praise to Him. Bless us and keep us and protect us all. Keep thy only face to shine upon us all. Like children, so we shall be safe and redeemed. Hold the Most High. That's what it is. Just and I chant. salvation. Just my life, so I give thanks. Love is my guide, so I give thanks. Bless us and keep us and protect us all. Keep thy only face to shine upon us all. Thy children, so we shall be safe and redeem out the Most High. That's what it is. Blessed be the name of King, and mighty Jah of Israel. Blessed be the name of King, and mighty Jah of Israel. Praises every day, sing praises every day, praises every day of your life. Bless us and keep us and protect us all. Keep thy only face to shine upon us all. Thy children, so we shall be safe and redeem out the Most High. Just my life, so I give thanks. Love is my guide, so I give thanks.
I try not to make it feel like Fox Fire.
Rastafari.
هو 11 ستاند هو تفصيله صغيره تفصيلات كثيره جدا because we're the children of those that took the worst form of slavery and brutality that ever lived and ever existed. Our parents survived the middle passage. Only the strong got here and then we lost our land, our culture, our religion, and we're still here. So you may have a momentary victoriness to push, but you don't know who we are. I pledge no allegiance. The president's speeches with the industry, into posse, into Jesus, raping his vocals, and then destroying the message, trying to report us. They can't destroy and arrest us. Government and front religious, but their heart is empty. Like the televangelists preaching out of his Bentley, forming abortion, murder in a medical building, but don't give a fuck about bombing Iraqi children, talking like units in a fucking libretto. Look at their mansions and look at your suburban ghetto. The gulag, the new hood, where they send us to live. They don't give a fuck about none of our kids. That's why blacks and Latinos get the worst education. While devils run America like birth of a nation. Affirmative action ain't reverse discrimination. Action is a pathetic excuse for reparations. Bin Laden, the projects. It was you. It was you. Bush knocked down the towers. It was you. It was you. Bin Laden, the projects. It was you. It was you. Bush knocked down the towers. It was you. It was you. They say that terrorism revolves around the Quran, but that's stupid. I told you why it's totally wrong. Cause if this country was a baby cold, I'd turn it on like this. Walk around the jungle, and I would be fighting for oxygenation. I'd be fighting for survival from extermination. I wouldn't fight for Fox News, the racist news. I'd be fighting for the hood, for the faceless, for the immigrants. America loves these lies, even though it needs it to make the economy rise. I feed us genetically modified garbage, so I repetitively reload the cartridge. Boston, New York, down to Atlanta, guerrilla war in the swamps of Louisiana. Came over panoramas and hammers, couldn't rock me. East Coast to West Coast, you can't stop me. And Schwarzenegger, his pop was a Nazi, and it runs in the family. So run for the grannies, run to the queen picnic, and try to pick up a man. But half a dollar, it's trying to pick up a tranny. Eddie Murphy ass motherfuckers going commercial. Even Interscope is getting pimped by Universal. Green common lantern, a curse you and murder. But the Bin Laden slush fund remix just virtue. Bin Laden, the project.